All right. All right. Ah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new and improved Yours Now show. My name's Kevin Boone. Sitting alongside me is my good, faithful American, James Sibilia.
How we doing, people?
As we spoke about, we're going into Jesse Ventura's conspiracy theory episode on the police state of the United States of America. Jimmy and I spent several days researching this topic. What's the first thing you found, man?
First thing off, it's a program called Rex 84. Okay? Basically what it comes down to, Kev, is FEMA camps. 800 camps nationwide, fully operational, ready for martial law.
Okay, now what are these camps vacant right now? I mean, what's to say that they're truly FEMA under this Rex 84 thing camps for?
No, actually, no. Not all of them are vacant, which I will get into in a second, though.
Okay.
What I want to break down into what it's coming down to, though, the big plan, so to speak.
I'd like to hear this.
New World Order, big government.
Well, hold on. What do you mean by New World Order?
Well, why don't you go ahead and read to the people what you need to accomplish New World Order?
Well, before I get into this, why don't you tell me what the New World Order is?
Well, basically
what is it?
One big government. I'm talking global here.
Okay, so every nation involved in this situation.
Exactly. And now, after Kevin reads this, you'll see that this has been long in play, people.
Okay, well, from what we've gathered here, a guy by the name of Albert Pike is his name. Back in 1871, came up with what is necessary for this New World Order. Okay, and step one was World War I. Okay, which would mean that the Illuminati would overthrow the power of the czars in Russia, making for a fortress for atheistic communism. Okay, atheistic meaning no God. Right? A communism would be built to destroy all government and wealthy religions.
Exactly.
Okay, so
weaker religions.
Right.
It comes down to.
Taking them all out.
Mm-hmm.
Step two would be World War II. Nazism is destroyed, and political Zionism be strong enough to institute a sovereign state of Israel and Palestine.
Exactly.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so step three would have to be World War III, and World War III we've yet to see, right? I mean, I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
That's why this is the big one, because it hasn't happened yet. You know?
All right. World War III must be constructed in such a way that Islam, the Muslim Arabic world, and political Zionism, the state of Israel, mutually or destroy each other. Meanwhile, the nations are once more divided in this issue and be constructed to fight to a point of complete physical and spiritual economic exhaustion.
Yep.
So pretty much that every way of life is known to fight to the point where it cannot fight anymore.
Exactly.
How would that create the New World Order, Jimmy?
All right, well, now you have to go back. You go back to World War II, right?
Mm-hmm.
You talk about these FEMA camps. Okay, FEMA camps. They started back in World War II. Rex 84 was established to test the ability to detain large numbers of American citizens, and that started back from 1967 to 1971, where FBI kept a list of prisoners rounded up called the ADEX list.
Well, wait a minute. You're telling me that actual American citizens should be held in these camps?
Yes, that's exactly
as in you and me and everybody else that would watch.
That's right,
this.
Everybody watching right now.
You're kidding me. Okay, so let's go a little bit further into this.
Okay, well, let's put it this way, Kev. Basically what it is, and just to mind you, these, for all intents and purposes, what they've been used for throughout this time is to deal with mass exodus of illegal aliens.
Wait, so you're saying like all the people from like Mexico coming on over here?
Exactly.
Okay.
You know, under the radar, this is what these camps are used for now.
Now, wait a minute. Before you go into that, I heard of a place in Alaska which could hold like something like 2 million people that's currently being like used as a like a disorder program or something.
Yes, that is another thing I'm going to go into. But we're talking about the camps and how they're constructed to detain, not house, with the barbed wire facing in. And there's two programs I want everybody to be aware of right now.
Okay.
Cable Splicer and Garden Plot. Now, what this is, Kevin...
Wait a minute. What is this? What do you mean by that?
All right. There's two programs that were operational and set into play. Two programs that will be implemented.
So these are military programs.
Exactly.
Okay.
That will be implemented once Rex 84 is initiated for its true purpose, which is to detain American citizens via martial law.
Okay, so the purpose of these two programs are to house or detain American citizens under martial law.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, Garden Plot.
All right, what is Garden Plot?
Is a program rather, to control population. Okay?
Well, what do you mean by control population? You mean like we're not allowed to breed anymore?
Basically, what it comes down to is when you go to martial law, what is the purpose of martial law? And I know you wanted to get into this as well. What is the point?
Well, the point of martial law is to keep civilians for civil upheaval to overthrow the government.
Exactly.
That's what I understand.
To keep people in check.
Right.
That's basically what we're talking about.
Okay.
Okay? Now you talk about the other program, Cable Splicer, is a program for an orderly takeover of the state and local government by military as per presidential executive order.
So what you're saying is the president is putting into effect some type of program to keep us from overthrowing the government.
What I'm saying is this, Kev. Not only does the president have to sign off on this,
okay,
a president as of in office right now would have to be aware of this right now.
Basically, before he was even in office.
Exactly. He would have to be made aware of this.
So basically what you're telling me is people that aren't even in the presidential race, so to speak, already have to be involved in this situation.
Correct.
So basically what you're telling me is the presidents to be, which we don't even know who they are, already know what is going on.
Exactly.
So technically what you're telling me is we don't even, like the presidents coming up, we don't necessarily have a vote on. They already know what's going on.
That's what I'm talking about.
They're already in line for president.
Exactly. Left ring, white ring, that's what I'm talking about. It's all basically a big mind fuck.
Okay, listen, America, you know what? We don't really know if this is true or not true. We're just providing you with the information that we have found. We only have 10 minutes to present this to you. And I hope you look below the screen here because where we're getting this information and where we read it, where we watched it, is all going to be presented to you below here. We're going to post our own links on that. Go ahead,
Kev, mind you, many camps are out of the way. Ones that are off of railroads, airports, and major highways.
So what you're saying is a FEMA camp, that is what we're considering to be a quote-unquote FEMA camp to house people, are generally going to have railroads, highways, and airports surrounding.
Exactly. I'm going to get into the trains in a minute for the railroads. But like we were talking about before, most camps can house up to 20,000 prisoners.
Okay.
Currently.
Prisoners or civilians?
American citizens.
Civilians.
Currently, the largest known is outside Fairbanks, Alaska. It's a facility that is right now a mental health facility and can hold up to 2 million people.
Well, that's what I was talking about previously. I heard about this place that was a mental health facility, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And yes, 2 million people.
2 million people.
Yep.
Bring a jacket.
Biggest. Exactly. And not to mention, the Democratic Party president and administration declare anyone pro-life or pro-guns should be considered a domestic threat and put on a list.
Oh, so basically the hat I'm wearing puts me on a list.
Yeah, exactly. That hat right there puts you on a list. This show puts us on a list. You want to know what the lists are? I'll tell you what the lists are. You got 3 lists right now. You got the red list, the blue list, and the yellow list. Okay? The red list basically attains patriotic groups, ministers, talk show hosts, community leaders. Okay? These people are going to be dragged out approximately 2 weeks before martial law is enforced.
Mm-hmm.
Dragged out of their homes basically all wee hours in the morning and executed. The blue list rounded up for after martial law was enacted into camps and re-educated. And basically what that means is mind control people. And the yellow list, basically the rest, the naive, do as you're told, trust the big government, into the camps you go.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Yours Now show. I hope that we provided you with information that you're interested in. Like we said, we don't necessarily believe or disbelieve anything that we say. It's up to you to do the research. My name is Kevin Boone. Sitting alongside me is James Sibilia. And this is the Yours Now show. Cheers now.
Cheers now.